Hi, everyone. My name is Lucy Kalinda. I'm based in Ottawa, Canada. I'm a medical doctor and a natural health coach. I'm very excited for this interview in which we will focus on those of you who are parents, especially moms with young kids under 10 years old. They carry most of their family's mental and physical loads. They are often overwhelmed by stress and tiredness. I understand them. I'm a mother as well with 5, and I had a very busy career life while raising them. So that's why I have put together this exclusive video series for moms. I interview some experts to get advice and solutions so the moms can get the shift they need to achieve their well-being. Today, I have a very special guest. Her name is Dalia Wood, and she owns a practice, the Maps to Healing. She is a registered psychotherapist and based in Ottawa, Ontario. She offers psychotherapy and counseling for children, youth, adults, and their families. She has a master's degree from University of Wilfrid Laurier in spiritual care and psychotherapy. In her practice, Dalia, she's aware of the uniqueness of each person, and she integrates various therapies to suit the client's strength and where she meets her growth stage. Dalia has a big heart. She loves cooking and hosting people. Dalia, welcome to this platform. I'm very glad to have you today.
Thank you very much. It's really good to be here.
Brilliant. So, can you tell us about yourself and why do you care and love moms, working moms, and their families throughout their challenges?
Absolutely. This is such a wonderful topic to talk about because it's so important. And I feel like sometimes we miss that part a little bit. I think with any kind of new baby coming in the family, we're so excited. We're kind of filled with joy, and people are expecting to have a house filled with joy and love and cuteness with kind of the coming of a new baby. And sometimes it gets really overwhelming, especially if you have more than one child, for example. So I'm really excited to talk about this with you and kind of see how we can start to talk about this conversation and kind of expand some of the knowledge and some of the coping strategies that come with being a mom for young kids. I love working with moms. I think it's probably one of my favorite type of client to work with. And I think because all of them are really good moms. All of them want to do really good job with parenting their children. And then we just want to talk about how to do that, how to care for your children really well, but also how to care for yourself really well as well during that time.
That's perfect. Brilliant, Dalia. You're the right person to talk to at this point of time. Yeah. So as you said, yeah, moms are very special, and that when we talk about moms and we're talking about, working moms, stay-home moms, moms taking care of children with special needs. So it's really, this is for you all moms.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And as you know, moms, they're always on the go. Everyone needs a piece of them at home and at work. And they really often forget that they have feelings of themselves. They don't take care of their physical and emotional exhaustion. So over time, they feel stuck, disconnected, and completely unfulfilled. So my question here is, what do you think, how can you tell us about the feelings of overwhelmed that they confront in their professional and parenting journey. So, I mean, how do you identify them? What are the psychological and emotional signs of stress and overwhelm?
Yeah, of course.
Hmm.
And I think one of the themes that will be for our talk today will be kind of to dive into attuning with ourselves a little bit. So as I mentioned before, mothers of young children often have a lot of feelings. They have some joyful feelings of this new kid or this baby, of this toddler, who's in their home. And they also have a lot of feelings of overwhelm with kind of this new chapter of their life, being a parent, being a full-time parent, or a full-time parent and a full-time worker, or all of those kinds of variations of being a parent for someone. And that part brings a lot of changes. It brings a lot of changes to a woman's body. It brings a lot of changes to her family. It brings a lot of changes to just her understanding of the world, of understanding of herself, and the understanding of the world. And I find that a lot of times feelings of guilt pop up during this journey because I want to be a parent. I want to be a perfect parent. I want to be a perfect worker. I want to be a perfect sister. I want to be a perfect everything. And then I have all of these expectations and pressures that I really, really want, and I want to thrive to kind of do them really well. But it's really hard because that's a lot of things to do at the same time. So when you were kind of asking about identifying some of those struggles, I kind of think of guilt really as the first thing, because I feel like guilt kind of underlines a very big umbrella. I feel guilty for sleep training my kid. I feel guilty for not sleep training my kid. I feel guilty for going to work. I feel guilty for not going to work. So it seems like everything I am doing, everything a parent is doing, and I'm sure some of our viewers, our listeners will kind of feel the same way. There's just always something going on that I can feel bad about, or feel I didn't do a good enough job in this one. Oh my gosh, what if the worst case scenario happened for me, right? All of these kinds of questions make it really hard to kind of settle into that role of being a mom for young children.
Yeah. Wow. Fantastic. As you said, the moms has a noble job to fulfill. So it's really not a good practice, not a good to feel guilty when you dare really
Not at all.
to be the best, So, but yeah, and the thing is, as you mentioned, they feel they can handle everything, and they can manage the stress. And this is a very bad practice as well. So they end up feeling the guilt because they don't even realize how good they are. So, so what they need to change to unlock those feelings. That's really how we can really get the right tool so they can feel themselves, in a good relationship with themselves. So how can we unlock those feelings?
Absolutely. I often say if you're feeling guilty about something, it probably means that you are a good enough parent to feel guilty about something. And I mean, one of the most important ways to probably identify some of those feelings, some of those concerns, even some of those guilts that some of us might have, is by kind of introducing self-awareness into this journey. So obviously, again, when you have a new kid at home, you're kind of engulfed. You're kind of just consumed by the needs that they have, all of the things they need. What if the other kids need? What if your family needs? Engulfed with kind of all of these really, really important things, which is very important. But in that journey, I want to kind of introduce this idea of also having the mom herself being self-aware and attuned with how she is feeling during this time. So what am I feeling right now? Am I feeling good? Am I not feeling good? Do I just feel like something off is going on and I kind of need to work it out? What is really happening here that that I need to attune with? obviously, being a mom, mothering is not a one size fits all. So for everyone who's listening throughout the whole kind of conversation that Lucia and I are going to have today, you are the mother of this one specific child. You know their needs the most. You know who they are the most. You know what they desire the most. And therefore, you're the only one that kind of can know what you need to change, what you need to keep, what you need to figure out a different system. You're the one that knows that. You know that really well, because you will feel something kind of that is just not working for you. So again, I go back to, can we introduce this concept of having me being self-aware to kind of attune with what I need, so that I can make my family, I can make my time work for me, versus feel like I'm always overwhelmed by something else.
Absolutely. Very interesting approach, Dalia. Absolutely helpful advice. And as you mentioned, you have to force yourself to unstuck, to explore yourself, and understand your environment. And then the best thing, don't let the feelings hit you, because the more you can speak out and understand your feelings, the best you would also be available for your kids.
Absolutely.
So I believe that this is, you need to be accountable first. You need to decide who you want to be and how you want your family to be, and
how you want to parent.
And how you want to parent as well. So it's a homework, it's something. And then if you really committed, and that don't let, the outside world direct you, but you're the one who knows who you are, what are the needs for your family. And then it's essential really to understand that you need to take care of yourself. The self-care, I think, is a huge component as well.
Yes.
So yes, that's very interesting. And I like your tools, and we get more as we move.